So, in our CKLA unit about human bodies, we were learning a lot about our health, our nutrition, and a lot about just about our bodies, about the inside of our bodies and how it works. And one of the parts that we were learning about was our skeletal system. And when we were learning about it, it was emphasized that our bones are on the inside of our bodies, as is with most mammals. Um, and then some of you were wondering, wait, then what about turtles? Is their shell a part of their bone? Is it part of their body? Can they live without their shell? So that's the question that I'm going to be answering today. So if you take a look here, the turtles can hide inside their shells, right? They can pull their head in if they wanted to, and even their legs and their tail. But could a turtle come out of its shell completely, like crawl out of it and leave its shell behind? Hmm. Like, for example, a hermit crab. Hermit crabs, these creatures, live in shells, but the shell isn't part of their body. They come out of their shells like this, and they can definitely crawl out of their shell and find a new shell to live in. Let's take a look at a picture of a turtle up close. Do you have any ideas? Okay, well, if you've ever touched a turtle shell, then you would know that it's very hard and it feels really similar to how your fingernail feels. It's very similar to the material, and the top part right here, and the top part right here is what looks like a pattern or design. And I learned once, um, oops, that it is actually separate pieces, almost like tiles on the floor, that come together to make the shell, which is very cool. And it's kind of like our bones, too. Our bones are different pieces of bones that come together to make up our skeletal system. So, but we're trying to figure out if it could come out of its shell. Okay, well, this is the turtle's skin. This is a turtle skin. My bad. And if you notice that there's no space between the turtle skin and its shell, it's all connected. That's a shell. This is the skin, and it's all connected. So a turtle's skin is connected to its shell. I would have to say that it seems like a turtle shell is probably part of its body, and it can never leave it. But let's continue thinking about it. Okay, what we really need is to be able to look inside this shell so that we can look at the turtle's bones. And that's what we see right here. It's a real picture of turtle skeleton. So we can see turtles do have bones, just like we do. Right here, there's a skull. There's a neck bones, leg bones. But what about the shell, right? Okay, here's a closer look at it again. If you want to take a good look at it, maybe zoom in a little more. Okay, so maybe you saw what I saw, that the shell itself on the inside is actually kind of white, like you see here. It looks like it's made of bone. And in fact, if we flip a turtle skeleton over so that we can look at the turtle from below, like we're looking at it right now, we can see its backbone here really closely. And it looks like it's just part of the backbone that you can see. And it's interesting. It turns out sometimes scientists find fossils of turtle bones. So this is a fossil that was buried a long, long time ago, because turtles lived a long, long time ago. They've been living for a really long time, the same time as the dinosaurs. And so this is a turtle fossil right here from a long, long time ago. And it seems that turtles didn't really have the complete shell like they do now. Today, their shells look like this. Completely different. This one, it's completely covered by the shell. Long time ago, there were some spaces in between. This kind of looks like our ribs, doesn't it? Like it's protecting something, all the organs on the inside, but not fully covering it like our skin is covering. Okay, so you've seen all the clues, and the answer is no. A turtle shell is part of its body. And when we look on the inside at the turtle skeleton, we can see that the shell is part of the turtle's backbone. And when we look at turtle fossils, we can see that back in time, it was more of like a skeleton looking type of bone, and now it's the whole shell. It definitely was just a backbone, but now it is actually just part of its body. So turtles grow with the shells grow with the turtle, and it can never leave its shell. It's stuck in the same shell forever. Okay, so thanks for listening. I hope you found this fun.